What's going on, everybody? It's Childish. We're back out of the game, coming at you with another Summoner's War video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the new collaboration information that they provided from Comp to us here. The Cookie Run Kingdom collab. It's going to be dropping in less than a week, so we got a couple of things to talk about here. But that being said, though, guys, you guys already know I'm going to get a lot of emails to hit up and do some summons here. If you guys are planning on doing some summons, one thing you got to do for sure is shoot me an email, childish402@gmail.com with the subject line subscriber summons. So we'll make an arrangement, try to get you on board. I'm looking to do some summons here on that Monday, probably do a little bonus stream. Now, if you're one of those people that may not have some summons and you're going to be spending money on some packs, you can do me a favor, show your support by clicking the link in the description down below to save up to 20% on your Summoner's War packs utilizing the Amazon coins. Again, shout out to the Amazon Appstore, as always, for sponsoring this video. Now, Cookie Run Kingdom collaboration, less than a week. Let's get into it. Again, you guys probably already took a look at this, seen the collab story, seen some of the information here. I think this information has been out here for a little under 24 hours here, but I just wanted to go ahead and touch on it because I always got to touch on it, regardless if I put out this video super late. I want to touch on some of the units that they talked about here. Generally, I like to wait until they bring out the whole group here, but last time they just went into the units, went into the update, and they didn't give us a chance here. So now we're going to talk about the units that are available here. So again, of course, the iconic unit of the game, CRK, Ginger Brave. This is the first one here that we're going to be getting as a free 5-star, right? First skill, Brave Attack, regular ability that's going to provide a stun chance here. Brave Dash, being able to essentially hit the enemy single target strip with an increasing cooldown for 1 turn. So I don't mind the strip here, the cooldown increase. I wish it was a little bit higher, maybe a cooldown by 2 whatnot, but again, I can't really get mad, right? This is a free nat 5 that we're all going to get here. Now, this is interesting right here. The Bravest Cookie provides a passive that is basically stating if your attack speed increases as your HP condition gets better, and your attack power decreases as your HP condition gets worse. So this kind of reminds me of what is it, like the Fire Trevor, but instead of like having the defense mitigation now and the attack power come into play, now it's gonna manipulate with regards to attack power and attack speed here. So I guess this is kind of good. I'm curious to see how people are gonna go about building this unit here. Again, outside of the damage multipliers here, not really sure if this is gonna be a unit that everyone's gonna go ham with, but I can see people taking advantage of this, given the fact this unit does have, again, not only the ability to reset, but I think the skill 1, just having a high chance to stun. I can see how crazy this can get in PvP format here. So next one up here, the Light Pure Vanilla Cookie. Again, this is one of the, for those that don't know in CRK, this is one of the best healers in the game over there. This one here, first skill, being able to recover allies with the lowest HP ratio for 10%. Second skill, all allies buff here, providing a little bit of a heal. And creating the shield as well. So this kind of has the what's it, the Water Neostone agent, kind of has like almost like a buff similar to that here. And then the last skill, Light of Truth, grants the invincible and immunity of an ally target for 2 turns, resets their cooldown time, and then if the skill is used on the dead ally, it will be revived with little HP. So this reminds me of Cracker, right, which has the ability to revive, put the invincibility and resets the cooldown times, but this one also has the immunity as well. It is nice. It is single target per se. So I'm curious if people are going to really take full advantage of it. I could see this utilized in some combinations here for when it comes to like Siege offense and Guild Wars offense, but like actual RTA, I don't know. This will be interesting. At least the Love and Peace skill, the AoE heal, is skill 2 versus skill 3. So the cooldown time should be relatively lower, comparison to like a skill 3 counterpart here. So that'll be interesting. Hollyberry Cookie, first skilled Shield Bash. This one attacks the enemy to provoke with a 50% chance. This will be doing damage to defense here, which of course, I think you guys are like with me, man. I'm outrageously excited to see more defense scaling units in the game. So really excited to see that in place. Now, Oath on the Shield escorts the ally with the lowest HP for 3 turns and then charges fearlessly towards the enemy target with the shield, does damage based on the defense here, and has a chance to stun. Now, this is cool because it essentially just says stun, right? So I'm guessing 100% activation here. It's going to heavily rely on your accuracy versus resistance check here. The escorts, though, interesting feature. Is this going to be new? Is this going to be not? Is this going to be like the Chandra with the hug buff instead of like, taking damage per se, like the damage just goes on her? But I don't know. Some kind of damage prevention, damage modification there. That should be pretty interesting. Speaking of damage modification, with the power of the Holy Shield, decreases the damage that your allies take by 200% of your defense until the next turn and then you will gain immunity to inability effects during this time. So my question is this skill, like if she's on a violence set per se and she violent procs out of her turn, does that mean that her other allies do not get this bonus? Because this amount of 200% damage mitigation is pretty strong, given the fact that, you know, you pair this alongside some units with maybe like that maybe might be a little squishy per se, right? So I think it's going to be pretty cool, pretty interesting mechanic to play in it. But I'm curious if violent runes are gonna you know, inhibit or like be able to take advantage of a skill like this, right? Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So anyways, espresso cookie, dark 4-star, flying coffee beans here, stripping. Sorry, excuse me. Receiving beneficial effect by 2 for 30% chance here, which is interesting because this is not something we generally see on a skill 1 ability, so that's kind of nice. And again, right now with the meta and all the beneficial effects that everybody's bringing out, the Rileys, the Wusas, the Shizukas, that's actually pretty nice. Second skill, grinding, AoE ability that reduces the attack bar and attacks him one more time to stun him for 1 turn with a 30% chance. And then the third skill, attacks all enemies 3 times and even out the ratio of the HP and attack bar of all elements except the boss here. So obviously double AoE, like the opportunity to provide like a despair set on this one. Curious to see how the skill 3 is really going to play out there. I mean, like I said, it's going to be great to take advantage of like a despair set per se, but will the balancing of HP and attack bar be good, right? Because ultimately, like, yes, you can screw up their attack order, but you might, you know, a unit may go, they might have low attack bar, and then you might buff up their, you know, even out the HP bars that make, or the attack bars that make it almost like, you know, not good. You know, you don't want them to, you don't want to help them out by getting a turn, but I don't know. We'll have to see how it all comes into play here. This next skill, Madeline, water 1, 4-star unit here. Glorious attack. Attacks the enemy to increase their attack bar with a 30% chance here. And then the second skill, really cool mechanic here, provides celestial light. Celestial light, is that right? Celestial light. Basically turning the single target ability to an AoE ability, and also providing immunity for inability effects. So it will be dismissed when you take 50% of your max HP, which is interesting because, you know, if you mess around with like a revenge set on this one, right? You'll be able to, and you're in Celestial Light, you'll be able to take advantage of this one and do some additional attack bar production. If you wanted to run maybe like a despair set per se, not sure if that's really smart, but you know, that could be an option as well. Despair Revenge or something like that. Angel Blessing offsets the incoming damage that may cause you to die, removes all harmful effects, and uses the commander's honor instantly. So it's kind of cool that it has a damage prevention, but again, it offsets the incoming damage. So multi-hits essentially can cut through, can take it out, right? The way I'm kind of understanding the skill. And again, there's like once it hits that breaking point here, you know, the enemy's still going to be at low HP. The what's it called? Second skill does not have any kind of invulnerability per se. So again, it's still going to be very, very invulnerable. Curious to see, you know, how this one will play out here. But again, we'll have to wait and see. I don't know if you guys got a chance to catch this video. Super cool. For those of you guys that didn't get a chance to play Cookie Run Kingdom here, the animation that you see when Ginger Brave does his second ability, very, very similar. Basically, a complete copy of how it looks like when you're playing it, excuse me, in Cookie Run Kingdom here. So yeah, pretty cool feature. I like the fact that he put this like a little animation video so we can kind of get a feel for it. But yeah, overall, interesting skills. Right now, if I had to say like which one I'm excited about, I guess I'm curious to see how Hollyberry Cookie is going to work. How's that skill 3 going to be in place? That damage reduction is something we haven't seen before. We've seen, you know, units like Daring and whatnot provide, you know, 20% reduction, but this is going to be, it's a straight 20% reduction, but this is based on our defense. So if you stack this outrageously high, you know, this could really, really be a nice little buff per se. Like I said, you combine this alongside, you know, defense lead, defense buff, shield per se. I mean, this can make your units outrageously tanky. Really, really curious to see where that goes from here. But let me know in the comment section down below what you think about these units here. Again, we still have to see all of their elemental counterparts to see how they go. But yeah, going to be interesting. So again, if you guys didn't get a chance to check it out, August 29th is when this collaboration is going to start. So I'm guessing that's when these summons will drop. As far as the available summons that will be available around this time here, it looks like we got a couple of we got all of our regular scrolls here, right? But we also have, you know, some new ones here. The Cookie Run Kingdom scroll. Oh, okay, these are all the old ones here. So yeah, this is the Cookie Run Kingdom scroll. Obviously, just same thing as the Street Fighter one, right? We now have the opportunity to pull one of the 4-star, 5-star ones. If I had to take a wild guess, they're going to provide us a scroll with regards to the, you know, in the event, maybe 1 to 2, and then of course they're going to have some in some packs if you guys are looking to get a couple more CRK units here. As far as the original monsters go, I'm not going to keep it real with you guys. I don't know if you got a chance to check this out, but I actually, I mean, I guess it kind of goes to show, considering if you guys saw my last video talking about this particular update, and as far as the aesthetics of the game, you know, I prefer our setups here. But the majority of the units here, especially the Hollyberry cookie, like the actual original version here, I totally would prefer Macaroon Guard versus the Hollyberry cookie. I do like the Macaroon Guard look per se. It's the Black Tea Bunny. I definitely like that look here. Choco Knight, kind of indifferent here, but again, it's like I said, it's kind of more in line with the Summoners War style, which again, you guys already know. You know, it's pretty standard, straightforward. I basically like the Summoners War versions of it. But you know, again, this is an opportunity to get the only copy of it. You know, they're not going to offer it later, so if I have to get it, then, you know, I'll get it. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Again, we got a couple of events going on here. It's going to be cool, right? Because again, this is more opportunities to collect yourself some free rewards, some limited awards that rewards that we can obtain. Overall, though, really waiting to see how these other units come into play. See all their versions here. Again, this is going to be a really, really big boost to the game because, you know, we literally got, what, 5 units coming into the game. So 5 different elements. For 5 units, we're looking at 25 different units, right? Hey, I can do math. Can you believe that, guys? 25 different units that are going to be introduced in the game. So it's gonna be a big change here, especially if some of these other units that we haven't seen have some really cool mechanics. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see at the end there. But again, fam, I just want to put it out there once more time. But again, if you guys are getting ready to do some summons, a massive amount of summons, you know, and you're looking to buy a couple more scrolls here, do me a favor, show your support. Use the link in the description down below to save up to 20% on your Summoners War packs. And as always, fam, take care, God bless, and we will see you all in the next one. We're out.